Wait, we go like this, right?
Ooh.
Slobs, restart this. We cannot swear.
Do whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
This closed? Oh, my God.
What do you think? Adults.
What are our topics?
Thank you for joining me.
Restart it.
Welcome back to a brand new episode of Slobs Anonymous. Happy New Year. I am your host, Joey C., accompanied by my co-host,
KB, I'm here.
Happy New Year.
How are you?
How's 2025?
Well, I mean, so far it can't be that bad. It's like a
Yeah.
weekend. Actually, it's had its moments, but
Already?
yeah. How about you?
I'm with you.
I'm like
The ebbs and flows for such a short period of time is
right,
kind of fucking hilarious, if I'm going to be
I
honest.
feel you.
Well, I hope everybody had a fantabulous holiday between Christmas and New Year's and all the other
And
shenanigans.
Thanksgiving. We really didn't have Thanksgiving on
Yeah.
our last episode.
I don't remember.
We did. No, we did. I
It
listened.
literally feels like I've been reborn.
I listened to our last episode today to like try and remember what we talked about.
Anything good? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, actually, it was actually not a bad episode. We just like talked about where we were for 2 months, and now
Yeah.
we're back, and we're going to talk about more about where we've been
a
for
month.
2 months.
Yeah.
So not much has changed.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what'd you do this holiday season?
Well, here's the thing. I started it off kind of on a bad foot. Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
I started off on the wrong foot.
Yeah. Right.
Found out that
You got fired?
Starbucks. No.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
Yeah.
We don't even want to put that out in the universe.
Yeah, let's not manifest that garbage. I found out Starbucks no longer carries the toffee nut pump. And that was all I used to drink from there. Like,
Wait, like, is it a a holiday drink?
no. Well, here's the thing. Okay, so like 10 or so years ago, I would always
Okay,
get.
so you-
No.
Need I say more?
Listen. About 10 or so years ago, they had the salted caramel mocha
I
around
know.
the holidays.
My cousin,
That
that
was
was
my
her
drink.
favorite.
And that's when I drank Starbucks. I don't normally drink it. It's too expensive. Gives me the farts. You know, I can't be doing that.
You get all bubble guts.
Real bad bubble guts. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not good. So then they discontinued that like 5 years ago.
Okay.
And I asked them for it, and they're like, oh, but you could still make it. You could just get a mocha with the toffee nut syrup. And I'm like, oh, okay, sure, just do that then. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And they didn't have the salt. They like completely discontinued salt from their menu.
Okay.
So I would, whenever I'd go randomly, I'd be like, yeah, large venti, fucking
Ice.
trippa, flappa, ice mocha, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? With 3 shots of the toffee nut, because that's what gave it the pop.
Okay.
They made it pop.
All right.
And they got rid of that syrup now, so I have no reason to
So-
fucking go there.
That is so untrue.
That was my drink.
Yeah, but you got to just find a new drink.
no.
If you can't have fun, you got to make your own.
Well,
Find your new drink.
I go to Dunkin'.
Oh, hell
I
no.
go get the butter pecan iced coffee.
No.
Yeah, it's so good.
There was so
It's
many
tasty.
good Halloween drinks from Starbucks, but the Christmas ones weren't as great.
Oh, this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't frequent it as much.
The freaking the fall drinks this year were like really good. Yeah.
I did have a pumpkin spice latte.
Did you?
Yes.
Hot or cold?
Hot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see you.
I'm a basic
Did
white
you get
girl.
the praline cream? Did you get those?
We did. We did something fun in the office. Me and my chums, we like went and got like 4 or 5 or 6. I don't remember how many we got, but we got a bunch of different
drinks.
of the drinks,
Mhm.
and then we like taste tested them like
Yeah.
little glasses, because we did it the one year and we're like, hey, why didn't we do that every year? Like, we should do that.
Right.
So we did that this year, and I think of all of them that I tried, the praline one was the better of the
Yeah.
mix. But yeah, I don't remember exactly.
Oh, well,
We did that right before the holiday too.
I love Starbucks.
You
so
go for it, girl. You fucking. You
I
and
love
all the
my
other white
venti
girls.
iced chai tea latte with oat milk and sweet cream cold foam.
Oh God, it hurts when you talk sometimes.
So does my brain explodes sometimes when you talk, Joe.
Well, I can't handle how smart I am. I get it. You know?
Oh God.
It probably hurts a little bit, but anyway, yeah. There's plenty of things I did.
Yeah,
we'll
right.
get to everything that's been going on.
Right.
I mean,
But that's just a disappointing thing to you.
yeah, like it's how it kind of all started. Before I had
feel
to
you.
take 2 weeks of PTO, and I
Uh-huh.
say this like, oh, poor me.
Yeah, I
had
had
to
to
take
take
2
weeks of PTO.
or else
so
I
sad.
lost my time. Like I
Uh-huh.
would have lost it. It's either take it or not get it. And I was like, well, I'd be an idiot not to go do that.
Yeah,
So
right, exactly.
took 2 weeks off, and I rolled over the rest of them, and here we are. There's just so I don't drink Starbucks anymore. That's where we're at there.
Well, not yet.
Right?
I'm gonna find you a new drink.
If you want,
I'll
yeah.
try.
Also, if here's a PSA for those who didn't remember, I did, thank God, this year. Make sure you cancel your free 30-day membership of Amazon because
Oh my God.
every year, that's what I do every year.
You just get it for Christmas.
They're like, hey, do you want this for free for 30 days?
oh
right,
shit.
but you better make sure to cancel it because we're going to charge you for it if you don't.
I
And
just
I'm like,
pay for it.
no, I don't do that. I don't.
Why don't you
I
just-
don't order enough during the year to warrant.
Do you like
Amazon
have
Prime.
a person designated for that? Because I could just put you
No.
on my account, and then when you want something, you just tell me, "Hey, Cabes, order this and send it to my house."
I'm glad to know I have that now. Thank you for that extension.
I mean, what? My mom does it for Jewel. She
What?
refuses to. I don't know. Get the membership that
There's
you
a Jewel
reward.
membership.
The rewards.
Oh, on the app?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So she literally will call me and text me and tell me like, "Can you add this to your coupons?" And then she
Yeah.
gives them my phone number.
I make Jewel eat shit every time I go in there, and there's something special on that thing. Because what I will do is I will go get that item. I'll get a lot of it,
Uh-huh.
and I'll bring it up to the register. And when they ring me up for the regular price and go, "Oh, there's an app for that,"
Yeah.
I go, "Well, I don't have the app. So what do we do now?" I'm like, "Well, you need to download the app." I'm like,
Right.
"You want me to stand in line and download this app so you can scan my phone?" I'm like,
That's
"How about
great.
we just in good faith say you're gonna go do that when you get home, and we'll just give you the price." And then they're like, "No, we're not gonna do that." I'm like, "Okay, so now what you're telling me is someone's gonna have to come up here and put all this shit away." They're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "All right, thank you. Have a nice day."
You do that?
Absolutely.
You're a
Yeah.
sick person.
I am. There's something wrong with me.
Yeah,
There's something
for
wrong with me.
real.
But
For
I
real.
did when they first started rolling it out. I don't know when they rolled it out.
They
but
actually have a really good rewards. I'm not.
they
gonna
do.
lie. I'm
The
not
stuff
gonna lie.
I've seen, I just pretend like I'm old and feeble.
Yeah, right.
Where I'm like, I didn't see the sign.
I know, it's like $2 with you reward.
Right. But I'm like, oh, I just saw the $2 sign and I just picked up my groceries.
Even my mother-in-law figures it out.
I'm sure, but I just don't want. I don't like that. I don't like apps.
Oh,
I don't like
God.
apps. Call it my Android brain. I don't give a fuck. I'm not an apps guy. I have one app. I mean, I have apps.
Yeah, I
But
was
like
gonna say,
when
I'm
it
sure
comes
you
to
do.
rewards, there are two that I have. My Dunkin' because I'm there on the weekly, and my Chipotle because I'm there on the monthly.
Oh, okay.
And when it comes around to my birthday, I get like a free burrito and shit. Like, you know what I
Right.
mean? But like, if I stuck with everything I ever did ever with a fucking app, like I would need two phones.
Oh God.
One for my apps and one to make phone calls.
I have like specific apps too. I'm pretty selective, but like Jewel, I regulate at Jewel. Like
Yeah,
Sam's Club app, I love Sam's Club app.
Because I regulate at Meijer. I have the Meijer app.
I don't have the Meyer app
Yeah.
because I despise Meyer.
Why?
Because
Why do you choose to hate me?
it was.
That's an active choice.
I know, I can't help it.
I use Starbucks to fuck Dunkin'.
No.
Meijer.
Oh my goodness. No, I the reason I actually have a hatred for Meyer is because like
Hatred.
yeah, like legit, it's a hatred. It goes deep.
God.
Like it's not a joke. Like a few years ago, I was there shopping with my aunt, and my mom worked nights. Like she worked like literally like so
At
many.
Meijer?
No,
Oh.
where she lives. You know, like she
Yeah.
worked at night, and she lives in a small town, and they don't really have like a lot of stores. They have like Walmart. You
But
know,
they've got a Meijer.
they don't.
Oh, I'm
So-
really trying to figure out where.
I'm gonna
I'm
tell you.
gonna shut
Just
up.
listen.
I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah, right. Use your ears, not your mouth. Okay.
That's not what she said.
I don't know who she is, but God
Me
bless her.
neither. When you find out, let me know.
I will. Oh God. So anyway, so she had called us. We were out. Me and my aunt were out getting food for Christmas, like at Meijer's. It was late at night, and my mom called us and was like, "I don't have Christmas gifts. While you guys are there, can you pick up these things, like a shirt for this person, a blah 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 for this person?" So we did. We literally did like 90% of her Christmas shopping at Meijer's that day. And while we were there, it was like Christmas Eve night. The guy who worked there got on the loudspeaker and literally like insulted everybody in the Meijer. Was like,
what?
You need like we are closing in 10 minutes. You shouldn't even be out here. You should be at home with your family.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I swear to God.
Really?
And so I literally had 2 full ass carts of stuff and I just left it there. I'm not gonna lie, we just left it there. And then we left and then we called my mom to tell her like what we did. And my mom was like, what am I gonna do now?
You're like, where's my shit?
Yeah, we don't have Christmas dinner and we don't have presents.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? But yeah, I remember going Christmas morning to Tony's by my house, the grocery store, and buying groceries for Christmas dinner.
I would say it sounds like it was going to be like the end of the Grinch, where you're just like, we don't have anything.
No, we had stuff.
Time to sing.
I just made it happen, but it was bad. I literally like it. That was probably like 3 Christmases ago. I went to Meijer this Christmas though, around Christmas time, because they have really good like kids clothes.
I'm telling you, that the sales that they run sometimes are pretty insane.
Like they had like Carhartt kids stuff.
That's where I buy some of my Carhartt stuff. I bought shoes from there. They had a pair of K-Swiss that I bought.
They actually have good stuff. They have a Dolly Parton perfume set that I wouldn't buy myself, but I almost did. Like,
what happened?
I just didn't. I was like, I can't buy myself this. Like,
did Santa Claus bring anything good for Christmas? Like,
I got the Drew Barrymore air fryer.
She has an air fryer?
Yeah, it's literally called the Beautiful Collection, and it actually is beautiful. It's like white and gold.
There's a lot of things I think I'd call an air fryer. I don't know if beautiful is in that.
I'm going to tell you what. It's beautiful.
I've also never used one, so like
I never. Okay, so I got an air fryer like a few years ago.
Kind of scare me.
I'm not gonna lie, me too, a little bit.
Yeah, like how?
I got one a few years ago, but it was like a toaster oven, and like I told Tony, my husband, that I wanted an air fryer. He bought me this one, and I was like, I saw it, and it literally looked like a spaceship for like a Martian, and I was like, what is this thing? And I like looked it up, and everyone was like saying like it's like really shitty air fryer, and I'm like, oh my God. So I kept it, and I like tried using it like a few times, but every time I would cook like pork chops or meat in it, it would just taste like microwave.
Yeah, I don't know about doing.
Yeah,
people do meat in an air fryer.
Oh yeah, they cook chicken. They cook
just for like French
steak.
fries.
No, you could do anything in it. So yeah, no, I thought the same thing, but then everyone's like, oh no, it's the booklet comes with the machine. So I tried it. I'm like, I'm gonna try it, like whatever. But it always tasted like, to me, like microwave food or something. Like not. It didn't taste like it was microwave. Like it tasted like it was cooked. Yes, it had like a plasticky smell.
Gross.
And then they were saying like, oh, it just has it in the beginning, like the first few times
you
use
just gotta
it.
burn that layer off first, like before it gets good.
And I'm like, I don't know about this, but this one is not plasticky.
Okay.
It's like a real air fryer.
The technology scares me, I guess. I don't know.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie though, I reheated like pizza and like fried zucchini in it, and it was better than the pizza place.
Like it was just better than it was even.
Yes. Wow. Like mozzarella sticks were like whoosh.
See, to me, my saving grace is a toaster oven.
Yeah,
if you
have a toaster oven, I guess it's okay.
I know that just gets really hot. There's those hot bulbs in there and they get really hot.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand the technology behind an air fryer.
I made French toast sticks for myself for dinner last night in my air fryer.
Were they the Sam's Club ones?
They were from Walmart. They were just like cheapy ones, but
you remember the Market Day ones?
Yeah, they were so good.
Oh God, they were so good.
These French toast sticks, like no lie, they were as good as Burger King French toast sticks.
That's not what?
Burger King French toast sticks are elite.
I've never had them.
Get the fuck out. What do you do? Live under a fucking rock?
I don't know. I don't really touch fast food. I mean, I touch like Dunkin'.
Oh, God. I don't touch fast food. I ate Taco Bell last week.
I mean, Taco Bell is... okay, no, but for real, I haven't had McDonald's in over 4 years.
I'm not talking about McDonald's. I'm talking about Burger King.
2 years.
Who? Subway?
Subways?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't. Last time I ate Burger King was probably a year ago.
Well, let me know. Let me know when you go to Burger King.
But now I have a mission.
And try their French toast sticks.
Yeah.
They're exceptional.
I'm all about trying fast food breakfast.
Oh, yeah, I know, because there's not that good.
Wendy's breakfast was good when I tried that. I think that's why I was there like a year ago. I was like, oh, breakfast, fuck yeah. That's my jam.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Yeah.
I really liked when Taco Bell rolled out their fucking...
Did you see they have chicken nuggets now?
I heard.
Yeah,
I didn't get them, but yeah, it's been about a month since Taco Bell. So like,
you told me last week you were getting Taco Bell.
When?
On Thursday.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
When did I say that? I said, I was at the gym. I was like, fuck it. I'm probably going to get Taco Bell.
Yeah.
At the gym. It was such a counterproductive night. No, I ended up going home and eating, I think I had leftover pizza.
Oh.
I was like, I'm kind of
I'm over here ripping your ass about Taco Bell thinking you ate it last Thursday.
No. I was like when you were like, yeah, all right, no, whatever. And then I was, yeah.
Then you were
kind of had to be there. Sorry,
you were a little bit sad.
Yeah, I was a little sad. I thought my buddy was going to hang out with me at 9 o'clock after I got out of the gym. And
I just sent him a picture of my creme brulee at the casino instead.
I was like, oh, okay, that's not what I wanted. But you have fun at the casino.
Yeah, that's all right. I didn't win.
I figured you showed up today.
True that.
If I didn't get a phone call today, I'd be like, well, she's in the Bahamas or something.
Right.
Like, driving a Lamborghini through a beach, like,
Exactly.
I don't know.
Oh man. So anyways,
So wait, did you just get a fucking air fryer?
I mean, I know I got an air fryer. I got a lot of candles.
Ooh, some Bath and
Body
Works?
candles.
Righteous.
I got gift cards.
You don't sound like you enjoyed it at all.
I did. I'm trying to think of what I got. Like I got I got self tanner. I look forward to that every year.
Self tanner.
Yeah, my brother actually and my sister-in-law got me literally 12 bottles of Love Spell perfume.
I don't know what that is.
From Victoria's Secret. It's kind of retired. It's the OG 2005, 2011 scent that I still wear.
Where did he get it?
I think he got it in Florida actually at an outlet mall.
Oh.
And then he saved it. And I was like, oh my God, that's really exciting. You know what I noticed this year though? This is something I got, which is an ornament. I got a Portillo's cup ornament, it looks like a styrofoam cup.
The cheese cup?
No, an actual pop cup. So it looks like a styrofoam cup.
Yeah.
And it's an ornament. I haven't been able to put ornaments on my tree for a lot of years.
The dogs?
The cats, the dogs.
Yeah.
I just
Tony.
can't. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I was able to put ornaments on my tree this year, and I literally cried putting my ornaments on my tree. Because when I was growing up, every year we got an ornament that represented our year from our family. I would get one from my mom, my aunt, and my grandparents. And it was literally I haven't seen these ornaments since pretty much I moved out. Since I was 21 years old. I'm 33.
So you just opened this box of nostalgia and got all
I
weepy?
literally was by myself and I was watching Christmas with the Cranks and I'm just bawling. And I was like, oh my God, it was all my Barbie ornaments and when I played basketball and I had guitar ones because I got a first act guitar one year and I thought I was
everybody else that year,
yeah, right. I thought I was gonna play guitar
she's gonna be the next Dolly.
Yeah, right. No, I wanted to be like Kurt Cobain.
Oh my God.
But
you wouldn't be around.
Yeah, right. It'd be a rough time.
There'd be more of your brains on the back of that wall than there are right here.
But yeah, so it was it was weird, but it was my first the year I started driving. I had a license plate one and stuff.
So you were just transported back to all sorts of.
It was sad. So this year when we got our ornaments, I was so excited actually.
Nice.
It was nice. Tony got a pizza one. And I got a Portillo's cup. And I was like, this is so good.
I've already referenced food 16 times.
Yeah,
we're only 20 minutes deep.
Right. But it was good. So I guess it was more the small gifts that I got that were really exciting.
Did you get to watch a whole lot of Christmas movies this year?
I watched so many Christmas movies this year. Yeah.
I think I got through maybe 4.
Which ones?
Christmas with the Cranks was partial. That's why I brought it up.
Oh, that's so sad. It's one of my favorites.
I know, and it's a good one for sure. But the best scene is when he's got the Botox and he's sitting at the table.
Yeah, he's all...
he can't put the fucking
Yeah.
No, Christmas Vacation was.
Yeah.
That's my all-time favorite. I have to see that one, along with Jingle All the Way.
Okay, I watched.
Underrated. A lot of people don't like it.
Jingle All the Way is so good, and then
I love it. I love it.
Literally, I quote him all the time. I'm like, name these cookies?
I gotta get the recipe.
Or like, what's your favorite, your number one customer? I always say that. I literally love that movie. Tut tut, turtle man.
Turtle man.
So good.
Yeah. And then, like, I saw some of the, like, old school cartoons, like the Grinch we watched.
Oh,
or I did
good.
watch the Jim Carrey Grinch. That one's a
it's so
staple,
good.
too. Like, I need that one in my life. But it was like I got the main, like, 3 or 4 that I really needed to
See.
Yeah. Bits and pieces of It's a Wonderful Life at my, like, on my mom's side. We always go there, and it's on in the background, so I like to kind of, like, poke in that room that it's on and just be like, Clarence, you know?
Yeah, right. You got to get them in once.
Yeah.
I get you.
But, yeah.
I didn't watch It's a Wonderful, like, normally I watch It's a Wonderful Life in, like, November because I just, like,
Really?
love, that's my favorite, it's one of my favorite movies at all time.
It's pretty great.
And I won't watch it again until, like, I'll stop watching it in July, and then I won't watch it again until November.
Oh, you'll do it in the middle of the year?
Oh, yeah. Like, whenever I'm depressed, that's what I watch.
Wow. I mean, I can tell anybody who's listening, if you haven't seen it,
it's so
and you
good.
do feel depressed,
Watch
it'll
it.
literally
Change
make
your
you
life.
find a reason to not be.
Right, exactly.
There's something about it. There's something about it. And around Christmas time, like, there's ebbs and flows when it comes to the emotions, and that one kind of sets you straight.
Right.
I should probably be watching that, like, at the beginning of the season, if I'm going to be honest.
I literally won't let myself watch it after July, because if not, it loses its charm.
Have you ever watched it in color?
No, I will not.
Me neither. It's
I
like
refuse
sacrilege.
to. Yeah.
I have it.
In color?
It's like a box set with both DVDs.
Yeah, I won't.
And I was like, I don't know if I'll ever open this. Like, I don't have a reason to watch it in color.
I think it will, like, because in my head I know what it looks like.
Right. It would be like watching it for the first time.
And I don't want to watch
again.
it and see it a different way.
Right.
Like, I know what the tree looks like and what color tinsel they have before,
It's
you know.
but typically I won't watch a black and white movie. It really depends on what it is.
Oh, really? I don't mind watching black and white
If it's like
movies.
something that's like Three Stooges or Abbott and Costello, like, I'm down. And then obviously It's a Wonderful Life, but
Yeah.
yeah, and I've realized I'm the old cousin now because I went to my aunt's house on my mom's side, as we always do, and all of the younger generation was sitting around like, what is this?
Oh.
And I'm like, you mean It's a Wonderful Life? Like,
Yeah,
the
right.
greatest, most powerful fucking Christmas movie
Ever,
yeah.
I mean, I will go on the record
Directed
to say one of the
by-
best movies of all time.
Yeah, definitely. Directed by none other, Frank Capra. Like,
You're probably like, who are you?
Yeah, I was like, guys, you only see the last name and, like, be like, hey, who's that guy? Like,
Yeah.
like, where you at?
Oh, God.
And they're like, yeah, so they're like, does he have any Riz? And I'm like, what?
Riz?
Yeah.
What's Riz?
Like, I don't know. Like, one of those things they say now.
I was like, what's
It means
Riz?
charisma. You got to find these things out the hard way when you get old.
Jesus.
It's awful. But
Charisma.
So I'm watching this fucking movie, and they're all like asking questions like, "What? Who's that guy? Like, why is he fucking? Who's like what?"
Oh, God.
I'm like, man, you gotta just watch the movie. Like, you gotta sit down by yourself and watch this, I guess.
Yeah,
'Cause,
right.
Like, you're not gonna
It's
get the
a
full
long
scope.
movie,
It
though.
is. It's like Godfather. It's
Yeah,
like Goodfellas.
It's
like
long,
fucking,
but
yeah.
it's like worth it, you know?
It is.
I wrap presents and watch it, usually, because it's a long time.
You have to see it. You have to see it.
for sure.
Even if you're not a fan of black and white movies, you got to see it.
What did you get for Christmas?
This Christmas was a very Lego Christmas. For those listening, yeah,
okay.
you're talking to a 35-year-old who still does that shit. Very Lego Christmas.
Nice.
I also got a drill press, which was pretty badass.
Nice.
It's like one of the last tools I didn't own.
Oh, there you go.
And, you know,
You're like a collector of tools.
No, I just like every time I'm like, man, I could really use a drill press for this project right now.
Now you have
I don't
one.
have one, so now I can mount one to my bench, and
There
I got a
you
drill
go.
press. I don't have a list of things.
I know, right?
But,
it's
you
like
know,
hard. I'm like,
there
I don't know.
there was just like a plethora of Legos. It was
just
pretty,
a lot of Legos.
Yeah. I mean, I asked for it. I'm not like
Right.
there's specific shit. I was like, I would really. You're gonna ask me what I want. I want this. I would really like this.
Do you make a list usually?
Yeah, because my parents are like, we want a list. We want to see what you want.
Right.
You know, we still make it big. We still go out like we're all 6 years old.
I mean, like, I will say, like, we still do like big Christmas, but it's just like, honestly, like some of the stuff that I want, I'm like, I don't even want to ask for this.
Yeah.
Like, I feel bad.
It was hard this year, yeah, because I saw what we all did for each other. I was like, how do we like channel this into just like
good
helping like the rest of the world? You know what I mean? I was like, this is just like, I can't believe what we've pulled together to do here.
Right.
And I'm like, why do I feel like we're just like wasting it on each other? And I know that sounds weird.
No, it doesn't.
But like, I'm like, look at the capacity to which we all pulled together to make this look like the fucking hotel scene from Home Alone 2. You know what I mean? Like where it's just like
everywhere.
Gifts for like fucking 40 feet. You know what I mean? It's just, it was nuts. It's every year it's nuts. And it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's keeps a part of your childhood alive. You know what I mean?
So do you, did you have like, so I'm going to be like kind of depressing.
Go for it.
For a second. But
it's the time of year.
I know, right?
It's January.
But like, I realized really for the first time this year, like really, really realized it that like Christmas, I almost like hated Christmas this year.
I'm with
personally.
You.
Like it wasn't my family. I loved being around my family. I loved being around everybody and like doing the things. But I felt like a mixture of things. I felt like for one, like I was just going through motions and I didn't really know why I was doing it. It was just because like that's what you do.
That's what you do, yeah.
But like, did I really want to do some of this shit? No.
Yeah.
I didn't. Like I just did it because I had to do it.
Right.
But the other thing was like Christmas as an adult with no kids, okay, is so fucking weird.
Yeah.
It's just weird because like you really realize that the magic of Christmas comes from your parents.
Either your parents or through the eyes of the child.
Right, exactly.
It's kind of this weird in between.
Yes, and it's like really fucking annoying that like I'm like, why do I like feel like a Grinch? Like I literally feel like, where are you, Christmas?
Well, because you're stuck in between.
Yeah, and it's like,
you're like, shit. I should either be a child or a parent.
Right.
And I'm neither one of those, and I'm supposed to enjoy this.
Right.
Like,
it's really fucking
that's
weird.
I think you literally just helped me get through that just now.
I'm sorry.
No, for real, because I couldn't figure it out this year either,
and
I was like, why do I just feel like I don't belong here right now?
Yeah, and like I don't go here.
I don't go. Like I literally felt like I was just like the big kid on campus. And like I got held back 3 years, and I showed up to this party nobody invited me to. And I was like, "What the fuck is wrong?" And that's literally it.
And I'm wearing a costume, and nobody else is.
Yeah, I'm like too big to like feel the magic of it, and I don't have anyone to live through the magic. I guess I don't know. It's weird.
It is.
It's weird.
Super weird. I felt
like,
it
super
mostly
grateful.
this year.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier. Like I'm super grateful for my family and my friends. And like the parties I went to, and like people I got together with. It was great, but like. There was just like a weird getting through the motions thing this year, and I didn't want to be Grinchy on this, but like it just happened.
I know, I'm not.
It just happened. All right, I'm hoping someone out there's listening, like, yeah, shit was kind of fucked up this year.
Well, like,
and you
honestly,
can comment on it, you know.
Yeah, I mean, and like if you have kids and you are listening to this, like. You're making
probably amazing.
You're making magic.
Yeah,
you are the magic.
Right.
You know, like at one point I was like debating just starting an Elf on the Shelf for my husband.
Yeah,
you know?
Well, that's the thing. At that point, you are either supplying the magic or you're the one receiving it.
Right. Exactly.
And when you're in the middle and neither one of those things are happening, you're like, all right, I get to just look around at all this holiday fucking cheer,
right?
And I'm not doing any of that.
And and it's weird. Like it's like I still enjoy it. With like, I mean, I had my niece there and stuff, so it's exciting with that side of the family. But like, with like my husband's side of the family, there's no like kids, you know, it's just us. And you like look around, and you're like, okay, like yeah, I like this stuff. It's like great, you're grateful, but it's like. Why are we doing this? You know what I that's how I feel like, and I'm like, what's wrong with me? Like, what happened to me? Who hurt me? You know, like I don't know. Like I'm like, what is this? Like, why do I just? I don't know. It's
You're
really
not
weird.
Alone. You're not alone this year, man. I'm telling you that right now.
I literally told my mom. I was like, Mom, I think that like the magic of Christmas is like literally. Gone as an adult, and she's like, no, you just see what happens behind the scenes.
Oh,
and like,
that too, yeah.
It's just like the curtains are up and you're just there and you see it and you're like, what? There's no Oz? Like, you know,
for
like,
real, man. It's just
so fucking wild. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I know it's depressing, but I mean, maybe somebody can relate.
I hope they fucking can.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of my friends, I mean, I'd say 90% of my friends have kids and stuff, and it's like, starting their families and things, and it's just like, yeah, like when you're not in that spot, it's kind of a weird I mean, I still bought for like my godsons and
right.
you know,
I still buy for
family,
the kids,
friend kids and stuff like,
right?
Because it was fun. You know
exactly.
what I mean? Like it's like you almost have if you're having fun, you gotta make your own. You know, like you gotta fucking find your spot almost. Like how do you fit? Are you just the big wild drunk uncle? Yeah, I guess.
Right.
For now, that's just what I'm gonna be.
And I mean
You know
that's
what I mean?
fine.
I don't know.
I don't even care to like be the cool, fun drunk aunt. But like,
well, you wear cheetahs, so someone's
exactly,
gotta do it. You know what I
right.
mean? Like, any of that cheetah print goes right along with it.
Yeah, right.
Rosé all day.
The wine, the cigarette, and the cheetah print. Yeah, I'm definitely that aunt.
Go there in the corner. That package is for you, doll.
Yeah.
The one that says Red Rider.
Yeah.
From Aunt Kiki.
Oh God. Oh my God. But like, yeah, I don't know, man. It's weird. Like, it's more fun buying for the kids.
Definitely.
Like,
yeah.
I was excited actually for one thing. There was one like specific thing on Christmas Eve, actually, at my husband's side of the family. One of our friends, you know her. I mean, it's actually your godson. I bought him this like big truck.
Yeah.
And I literally went to the store and I like picked out the biggest truck that I could like find. And I was like, that's what I just saw it walking through the store and I was like, I'm getting that for him.
Yeah.
And then when they were opening presents and stuff, that was like his favorite toy.
Nice.
Of the Christmas.
That's awesome.
And I was like, yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
You know, like,
no biggie.
right. I was like, this is so exciting. You know.
The other one I bought his first Woody and Buzz. Like the full
characters.
Size.
Yeah.
'Cause he's obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Like and seeing that kind of joy is like. And I know it's
exciting.
Like, there's a weird part of me in that because it's like prosthetic because it's like it's getting stuff and being happy you got stuff, and it's like how do you teach like. It's not about stuff. It's about like spending time with people, and then it's a weird balance.
I know.
I argue with myself.
I know I'm gonna be like an asshole when I say this, but like literally Christmas, it's gonna sound terrible, and I'm Catholic, and I don't mean to talk religious or anything, but Christmas is about gifts.
I mean,
if not, it would be Thanksgiving.
Yeah. No, it would.
You know,
I mean, it most definitely has become that.
It
There's
is.
no
I
doubt
mean,
about
like
it.
let's just call a spade, in my opinion.
And when we were kids, that's what we were like. Yo, I'm getting shit tomorrow.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
The second I go to sleep, I'm waking up with piles of stuff.
Right. I mean, I know it's Jesus's birthday and all this stuff, but like at the end of the day, too.
Right. You knew what
you
was
know
happening.
you know what's down there.
Right.
You know what's down the stairs.
Right.
Like,
you're like, we ain't waking up to hang out with JC tomorrow.
Right. Exactly.
We're fucking. There's just
Joey
gonna be,
Capra.
Well, yeah. He's the other carpenter.
Yeah, right. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, come on. If not, it would be Thanksgiving. Like, if
no, I know what you mean.
If you're a grouch like me, then Christmas sucks.
Yeah, and I was never like that. I always had a reason to, just like perk up and figure it out.
Yeah.
And this year just like fucking, it fucked me up a little bit. You know what I mean? And
it was a weird year.
And it's my favorite fucking holiday.
I know, it's definitely
not
to like
mine. Trudge through
your favorite holiday.
My favorite holiday.
Yeah.
It was like, whoa, man. Like it was weird. There's no way around it.
This year in general to me was like strange when it came to holidays because like I wasn't here for Halloween. Like I was here for the actual day, but I wasn't here through the season. I was like, what is this? I wasn't at your guys' Thanksgiving.
Right.
I was at my side the whole day.
Right.
I hosted Thanksgiving, which I never really do. And then Christmas, like by the time we got there, it was like we were there for like an hour and then everyone had to go home.
Everybody left really early everywhere this year too.
Yeah, so I was like, what?
By 9:00, everybody was home.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting at everyone's dining room table like, what the fuck?
Right. Why are
what are we doing?
Why?
You all came from fucking Pingree Grove and Lyle and fucking West Chicago and fucking out of state and everybody's gone.
Right. It's so
weird.
9:00. I know.
Like no one's got like crazy young kids where you're like, oh, I gotta get them to bed or nothing.
Right.
Like, all my cousins are like teenagers now. There's not really any like newborns or anything hanging around. But it's like, I don't know. I miss the like putting on a pot of coffee at 11 p.m. and eating like leftovers while we all play a card game or something. And nobody does that shit anymore.
I know. It was really weird. I literally like wanted to just like redo it all.
Yeah.
For both sides, like my side too, because my side was fine. Like it was good because we had my niece, she's like she's she's little, so she's like everything is exciting and whatever. But like
it's all still good.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
she doesn't know how bad it gets
yeah,
yet.
Right. But like we usually have our holidays on a different day, so it was like it felt so like rushed.
Yeah,
you know, and it was like
for sure.
Normally we're cooking all day and it's like chaos. We have like the radio on, we're all like dancing and stuff, and it's just like it wasn't like that. It was almost too relaxed.
Yeah.
At my side, where I was like, this is just like doesn't feel right. There's not enough chaos, you know? And then when I went to your guys' side, it was like everyone was leaving.
Yeah, it was all early. Yeah, I don't know.
It was
fucking weird.
strange. It was strange. I would like I would like to do the nightcap, like the games.
Yeah,
and the coffee and the coffee cake.
Yes.
And that's it. Like I don't want the food.
Yeah,
I just want to do that.
Just holiday game night.
Yes, exactly.
I'm
right.
down.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah. Little LCR, little lottery card game.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
down.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Nothing too strenuous. Everyone pick a chair, grab a drink, and start rolling the dice.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
bring your singles.
Right. Bring your singles.
Right.
Exactly. That's all I'm looking for. Do you guys do anything? Because I know you don't really go into an office, but like, do you guys do anything for work?
No. So
No?
like, I actually like really fucked up this year. So like,
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Did you get fired?
No. No, I was actually supposed. So I usually do get all my people that work with me gifts, like, you know.
Yeah.
And
well,
they're
you were
usually
a Grinch this year, then, huh?
Yeah, kind of. I was definitely like a Christmas with the Cranks, like skipping Christmas, like. But anyway, so like I normally get them like I go to like Georgia Nut, that company, and I like
yeah,
like I get like chocolate
over in Skokie.
Yeah, I get like chocolate things.
The best chocolate covered pretzels I've ever had.
That's what I usually get.
Life.
I usually get chocolate covered pretzels and yogurt pretzels because they have to be like neutral and they're just a snowflake in a red box. Okay, and the last time I got like last year I gave it to the one lady and then I wrap them like I literally hand wrap 40 plus boxes of pretzels.
That's how many people you work with?
Yes.
Holy shit. Okay.
So I'm wrapping, I wrap them and everything, like, you know, and then I went to give it to like hand deliver them to the people. And then I gave it to the lady and she was like, let me guess, it's chocolate covered pretzels. And I just like got so salty about it that like,
no pun intended. But
yeah, right. Yeah, right. And I was like, you know what? Fuck you. I don't even have to do this. So like, I just didn't do it this year.
Oh, this happened last year.
Yeah. So I just didn't buy anything this year.
I mean, kind of good for you, dude. Yeah.
Like, I was just like,
fuck
you.
That. Yeah.
Like, all right, you
Did
don't
she
want
listen
my
to the podcast?
You know, I was like, you don't want my stupid pretzels, then fuck
Dude,
you.
I was gonna say low key. If you're over there, could you hook me up with a box of their pretzels because they're fucking incredible.
They are really good, actually.
Any of the stuff I've ever
and they're not like cheap. They're
no,
at least,
they're
like,
expensive.
You know, like they're decent.
Yeah.
I mean,
when
I'm
worked
not
over
spending
there,
my money. I'm spending my boss's money on them.
Right,
but,
right.
Hey.
When I worked over there, dude, it was dangerous because like once a week I'd be in there on a Friday, like, oh, I got through a week, I'll go treat myself and get a pound of fucking pretzels, like, or some like chocolate covered raisins.
Yeah,
or
right.
Like, didn't matter. I was like, I'm going in there and I'm coming out with a bag full of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was dangerous.
Do you know how hard it is to try and figure out a non-food related item for people that are like, it can't be religious, it can't be towards any holiday.
For my team, I got my boss a bottle of wine, I got my boss's boss a bottle of wine, and then I got everyone a $10 gift card to Amazon.
I literally can't even get wine.
Why?
I'm not allowed to.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I think somewhere in the bylaws I might not be able to either, but something tells me no one's right. No one's upset with that.
Right,
like,
right.
You know
No. I mean, yeah. So like, and my boss always like, I don't want you to get them a gift card. I want you to get them a gift. So that's why I get the chocolate because I'm like, at least if they don't eat it, they could bring it to a fucking holiday.
Right, that's true.
You know, like whatever. So then when that lady said that, I was like, fuck you, bitch. And I didn't buy her anything this year.
Just her?
None of them.
Oh, I was going to say.
She ate shit for everybody.
So wait, what'd you do? Take the $500 your boss gave you?
No, I didn't take it. I just didn't take it. And then my boss actually met with me and he's like, so did you give out gifts? What'd you get this year for the people? And I was like, nothing. He was like,
wow.
He's like, what? And I was like, yeah, no, I just give them better welcome baskets.
That's wild.
Yeah, I know.
That's fucking wild. No, you're not. Because I know what you mean. Like, and that's the other thing, man. I've been on edge. I've been like, there's real short fuse. People wanting to just like cut people out and not fucking like.
You're telling me.
I know.
Oh man, this poor guy's gonna need therapy after this.
You're gonna need therapy. Physical therapy after I get through with you.
Oh God.
But yeah, no, we did we had our Christmas or holiday party. Excuse me, wouldn't want to offend anybody.
Yeah, right.
Holiday party as we normally do at work. Started off at Maggiano's.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was it
Had
good?
This,
I've never actually eaten there.
Oh, their food is incredible.
Yeah, I've never eaten there.
I'll let you at the party.
Oh, how was the party?
It was kind of strange. It was a little weird.
Did you forget your underwears?
No. It wasn't that kind of party.
Well, didn't you have that at another party? You said that in one of the episodes.
That was like 7 years ago.
Oh, okay.
That happened a long time ago.
So you had underwears?
Yes, I had underwears.
Good.
No, they every year since I've been there for the last 4 years, it's been open bar. Like you get wine, you get beer, whatever. Like you have a good time. They're kind of like let it off the chain,
Here's the company card.
Right.
Have fun.
And we'll leave it. Not even the company card. It was just like, this is what the company is providing.
Right.
There's the bar.
It's like a wedding.
We have a package for beer and wine.
Exactly.
Cool. Go nuts. And then we'd have an after party, and then we'd do whatever the fuck after that. So we showed up, and first thing that was weird was it was only from 12 to 3 this year. It was 12 to 5 all the other years.
In the afternoon?
Yeah. So we come to work for half a day in the office. Everyone's, hey, Merry Christmas. How you doing?
Do the
Happy
girls
holidays.
get dressed up?
Yeah, everyone kind of. It's not that it's like a black tie affair, but it's like business, formal business.
Okay.
I had like a nice Christmas sweater, black pants, dress shoes. Just kind of like
a little fancy.
Hallmark hot. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't know.
I like it. Hallmark hot.
That's like what I can come up with. Yeah, like I'm going back to the small town. You know what I mean?
Right. You're right.
Like, that's kind of how everyone was dressed up.
Yeah.
And then we had a magician instead of a DJ.
A magician?
So, yeah.
What the fuck? Do they need a party planner? They can hire me.
Dude, if you want to go apply for the HR position, you go for it.
I will. Do they hire? Are they hiring?
I can find out. And I love my company. Absolutely. I'd never have a problem with anything, but it was weird because, and then they're like, all right, and here are your 2 drink tickets.
Oh,
and
they did the tickets?
What?
Oh, that sucks.
I'm like, so we're 2 less hours this year. We only get 2 drink tickets, and we got this clown up here doing fucking. Like, you might as well be doing fucking balloon animals. But it was not.
And you guys
for
like
me.
Magicians.
I used to do that shit.
Yeah, right. You're like, I know that trick.
Well, that's probably why I didn't like it.
Well, I don't like magicians in general.
Why?
They scare me.
They scare you?
Yeah, they literally scare me.
All right. I mean, just put it in the column of things you don't like about me. That's fine.
It's so creepy. Like, you don't know what.
Oh, God. I gotta find a reason you still hang out with me besides this podcast.
Well, just kidding.
It's getting thin.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, so it was just it was just a weird,
it sounds.
The
sounds
food,
terrible.
Food was great. The people were great. The after party was spectacular.
Oh, okay. Well, at least she's
we
at
went to Fox
after
and Hound.
party.
Yeah, Fox and Hound in Schaumburg. Like, we partied till midnight. You know what I mean? Like, it was great. And we had a really big crowd for that too. It was nice to like see
Get
people
out.
kind of come out of their shell and like hang out and yeah.
That sounds like fun.
It was a good night.
I like Fox and Hound.
Yeah,
it's a good bar.
Definitely good vibes for sure.
Did you play any games? They have all those games there, right?
Depends what games you're talking about.
Oh God.
Tiddlywinks.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Actually, I did actually have a holiday party that I declined. I forgot about it. Yeah, it was like one of our partners. They like invited me to this Vegas themed night, but it was like downtown. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not. No, thank you. And it was open bar. It was like a cocktail
and
party.
You didn't want to go?
No, because I'm like, what am I going to do? Just like show up there like, hey, I'm here. No.
Why not?
I didn't want to. I had no desire to do it.
Take the Uber, you get bombed on their bill, and you head out.
I know. It was like a Tuesday night, though.
Bye, Felicia. Ours was a Thursday night.
Right? Like, at least it's Thursday. Did you take off Friday?
Oh, I did.
Oh, you better.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if
even
not,
our new guy, fucking God bless his soul. He hung so hard. I'm so proud of him. He was meeting all these people and just like.
this is the one you trained, right?
Yeah, this is our new guy. He's great, and he fucking he was like, "Oh, I'm going in tomorrow. I'll be in the office." I'm like, "All right, dude." I'm like, there's a reason I took the day off.
Right.
He was out until I think he said 4 a.m.
Ooh, he had a teaser's night.
They literally, yeah, they had an after situation.
Did you go to that?
No.
Why?
I was so fucking annihilated by the time I got home.
Oh God.
I was just like, yeah.
But last year you were pretty fucked up too, right?
Yeah. Last year I lost my cookies for sure. I came home and those cookies were gone.
Oh man.
I lost those for sure. My brother, I looked at the door as I'm,
You're still spinning
putting
the
up
next
all
day.
that lung butter, and he's just standing in the bathroom door like laughing at me. Hey, buddy.
You were just praying to the porcelain god.
That was it. Yeah.
That's all right.
Hugging the porcelain queen. Who loves you, baby?
Oh God. Oh my goodness. So, I actually, I started a new hobby over the Christmas season.
What is it? Why did you say it like it was pole dancing? Like
Well,
what?
it's not. I've become very basic, and I've started a sourdough era.
Oh, all right. Welcome to the pandemic.
Yeah, right. Welcome to 20.
What do you know that I don't know?
No, it's just terrible.
Is that bird flu a thing?
Dude, it's fucking so hard.
Really?
Yes.
Because it's like living and breathing, isn't it?
It's like a creature.
It's got a pulse. Yeah.
I killed mine. Literally.
You did?
Yeah, I named it Betty, like Betty White, before she died. But she died. Mine died too.
You named your sourdough after a corpse.
Yeah. And that was probably a bad idea.
It was bad omen. Yeah. You got to name it
But
something
yeah.
sprightly.
Yeah, I guess so. Next time I need to name it like
So
Debbie.
how did it turn out?
It didn't.
You were just like, that's it,
I
I'm
made it to
done.
day 5, and then like it started like it was
You let the air out of
literally
it?
molding.
Goo.
And I was like, yeah, this isn't good. And so I had to throw it out, and I was really traumatized. And even my husband was invested in this Betty. Like he would be like, oh, because it's something you have to feed.
doing?
You have to like feed it, every day.
What do
and
you
like
feed it?
water and flour.
Oh, okay.
But I set myself up for failure
Like
from
you
the
got
beginning.
hamburgers for this thing? Like,
Yeah, right. It was terrible.
up.
But it was legit. Like it was. I started at the worst time. I did it all wrong. You're supposed to use like bread flour. I used regular flour. I didn't know.
There's something called bread flour?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Welcome
See,
to my life.
I would have killed my Betty too.
Yeah. It's like this poor bitch didn't even have stand a chance.
Clearly.
Like, so that was one of my hobbies that I did over the break. What about you?
I did, it was like the last week here. I went to the gun range as I normally do.
Nice.
But I finally got around to cleaning all my guns.
Oh, you cleaned them.
Yeah. I normally would clean them after every use,
Uh-huh.
which I know is overkill, but like I like to keep them clean and oiled and lubed up,
I don't blame you.
But it's the first time I took apart my AR completely on my shotgun, and I almost couldn't get the shotgun back together.
I was
had
going to
all
say,
these
do you know how to
pieces.
put them back
Yeah,
together?
yeah. They give you directions like with the manual and everything, and then there's plenty of videos online. But I was like, man, I'm thinking it's gonna be just like the barrel and the stock when you take it apart. No, there were like 15 fucking
Oh, shit.
little inner working metal pieces and the trigger.
Are you
and all
afraid to
this stuff.
shoot it now?
No, hell no.
Oh, okay.
Fuck no.
It's like,
I mean,
oh, God.
it's a frightening piece
Yeah.
because there's no stock on it to put into your shoulder. It's like just a hip fire
Oh, right.
shorty,
Okay.
like it's a lot of fun, but
Did I see that one?
maybe in a video.
No. Did you bring that to West Virginia?
No,
we went?
I didn't have that one in West Virginia.
Oh,
yet.
okay.
I acquired that afterwards, I believe. No, I had that. I just didn't bring it.
Oh, okay.
I was afraid to bring that.
Yeah. I don't blame
And Tony had his shotgun with him, so I was like, I'm not fucking. Remember when we did a West Virginia episode? That was fun.
you. We did?
Yeah.
No, we did a Kansas City one
I'm pretty sure we talked about West Virginia
briefly.
briefly.
So this is off topic, but we talked about this in our last episode, and we never talked about it, and I forgot. I wanted to tell you.
We talked about it, but we didn't talk about it.
Yeah, we like touched on it. We didn't really go into
We gave a
details.
little
about our Vegas trip when we
my
woke
God.
up in the same bed.
Oh shit! This is our slob story.
No, we have
Wait,
a
do we
slob
have
story.
slob stories?
Yeah, we do.
We might want to save this then.
Okay, we'll save it.
Well, no,
we're
yeah,
gonna keep saving it.
We're not just gonna give away the New Year's slob story like that. Will these people will hang on
Yeah, right.
to our every word to get to that story.
But I'm not done talking yet.
I know
Are you?
you're not.
Are you done
I have
talking?
plenty of things to talk
Oh,
about.
okay, go ahead.
I have a wonderful life. It's a wonderful life.
What
As
else?
grinchy as I got, I did some shit. You know what I mean?
So you cleaned your guns. You went to the
cleaned
shooting
my
range.
guns, went to the range. It was nice. Spent some time with my buddy Mike, who I don't get to see that often.
Mike, the one I know?
Ship, yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know him
Yeah.
as Mike. That's why it was. I was like, who is that?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
We just went to the range like we do. Got some Chipotle.
Oh, nice.
It's kind of like our thing, range Chipotle.
Oh, okay.
But here's the bitch of it. We went in thinking, oh, it's a Thursday in the middle of the fucking January.
Right.
Like, we'll be fine. And then we went in there and they're like, yeah, you have a reservation? I'm like, no.
Literally, I saw your snap. Did you post it on Snapchat?
Yeah.
Okay, this is how sick I am. I literally saw that you posted it on Snapchat and I was like, I bet you that asshole didn't make a reservation. Because the last
Did this
time
happen before?
you did that before.
No, did
yes,
I?
Yes.
God damn it, I couldn't remember.
And I was like, I wonder if he made a reservation. And I was like, I'm not texting him.
Yeah,
But I
no,
thought
'cause
about it.
I'm not going to do that. I'm mad at him right now. I'm not going to tell him I'm mad at him, but I'm going to be...
Well, I told you. So anyways.
Right, you told me.
But yeah, so that's crazy that you
Yeah.
that you didn't.
We did. So we went in there, and I was like, I'm going to eat a slice of pizza on my way out, just have a little something in my gut. So we left at like noon to go there. It's down the block.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, all right, let's go. We go, and I'll be ready for Chipotle in an hour. That's how I roll. And like, yeah, the next fucking appointment we have is at 2:30 for 2 lanes together. He's like, oh, yeah, I could get you on 1 lane. I'm like, no, what the fuck?
Right. You want to go at the same
I'm
time?
like, yeah. I'm like, I want to be able to stand next to my buddy while he does his thing, and I do my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
So we're like, all right, fuck it. What do we do? Let's go Chipotle now. So we had an early lunch. I ate way too much food and was just fucking engorged on the range the whole time. But it was good.
Unenjoyable.
No, it was good. It was still good. I brought almost everything I own. I brought 6 fucking guns.
Jesus.
And then it wasn't till the point where we left where he closed his trunk and he goes, yeah, we're driving pretty illegally right now. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to have that many firearms in your possession at one time. And I'm like, is there a law that says that? Like, why?
You're like, I went to gun class.
Yeah, I took my concealed carry. No one ever said anything about carrying too much shit.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
You were
I
strapped.
guess that's like like maybe intent to sell or something. I don't know.
Or like intend to assassinate.
Sure, but like we're not going there. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Right. No, I don't know. I don't know the gun laws.
Because I had 6 fucking pieces. I left my house piece at home, and I was like, all right, we're gonna go practice with everything else.
Do you know how to use your house piece?
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it's got a flashlight and a laser on it.
Oh. So if that doesn't scare them.
Right, yeah. Freeze. Whee! It's right in your freaking,
You're all
right
like
in your
Buzz
eyes.
Lightyear about
I
it.
am.
I love it.
I definitely am.
Yeah, he's all Buzz Lightyear, Star Command.
Be careful with that. It's extremely dangerous.
Yeah. Oh, God. That's great.
Yeah.
So what else did you do?
I mean, we had the work party. What do we got here? I didn't know you were just going to put the spotlight on me like this. I'm all embarrassed now.
So you want to know what else?
Oh, no, wait a minute. My house was in the paper.
What?
Yeah, for my decorations.
What'd you do? Oh, because of the big, like...
The arches and stuff, yeah.
That's crazy.
They did a whole piece on the neighborhood because we do the candy canes.
Right?
Yeah. So, like, the one night I was, like, making dinner or something and just, knock at the door. And I'm like, who the fuck? I'm like, nobody's.
He's like, it's not me.
Yeah, nobody. I'm like, nobody's texted me. I haven't heard from anybody today.
Right.
That's strange. And there's a Jeep parked in my driveway with the fucking lights on. And I'm like, yo, is this how I go?
Are they ready for me? I have my laser.
Right, yeah, I gotta go with the laser. It's a little light bulb that blinks.
Yeah, right.
So I open the door, and it's the guy who orchestrates like the neighborhood candy cane deal.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, hey, man. He's like, just wanted to come by and say, like, congratulations. Thanks for all the help this year. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he whips this newspaper out, and there's my fucking house in the newspaper.
That's
and it was
so
like
exciting,
local
actually.
house. And then they did like a video thing on YouTube, some local paper with him, and he drives around in this golf cart that he like repairs everybody's stuff in and stuff. It's a lot of fun.
So that's what it's like to live in suburbia.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
3 minutes from Chicago.
No, that is cool though.
Yeah, no, it was.
Did you cry?
A little bit, yeah.
I bet.
You fucking did.
I made my mother-in-law cry on Christmas.
Did you?
With my gift I got her.
Oh, it was good.
Yeah.
See, typically the way you guys behave, I feel like it would have been you like calling her something, like her calling you mean, and then you calling her like a,
like a not
some sort
nice
of
word.
expletive. Yeah.
No, I made her and my mom actually a scrapbook of our Disney trip, and she cried. But it took me a long time to do it.
That's not you said you were to like pull old photos and stuff.
No. It was with my Disney trip. She's like, I just wish I could go back. It was so good.
Who doesn't wish they could go? Like, even though like the 2 weeks wasn't like jam packed with anything, yeah, I'd go back to have 2 weeks off to not do anything. You know what I mean?
Right,
like,
exactly.
It was nice to just be off. You know what I mean?
Agree.
That was the other thing. I went to go check out a car at a lot.
Oh,
which
really?
You know
What?
Yeah.
Hold on. What?
I went to go buy a car.
That's monumental. How did you not start with that?
I went to go buy a car, and it was my first car buying experience.
How did it go? Did you buy a car?
Awful.
Oh.
It was awful. It was just awful. It was.
Why? Why was it awful?
So I found this beautiful 2019 Chevy Traverse.
Okay.
All black, blacked out, mafia style. Thing looked beautiful. They're asking $21,000.
Mm-hmm.
Car only had 50,000 miles on it.
Okay.
I was like, yo, for that price, I'm running the numbers. Like, I'm saving all this money.
Right.
Sure. I gotta go check this out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And for me, I've never been to a lot for myself where like you're wheeling and dealing.
I know you're. I'm kind of like proud of you.
Yeah,
I'm kind of impressed.
It was a moment of growth for sure.
Yeah.
Luckily, I had my big little brother Anthony who go with me because he bought his car from a lot like 10 years ago, and he knows what's good. And I was like, all right, you gotta show me the ropes, dude. I don't know what I'm doing. You're teaching old dog a new trick today.
Right.
You know. So we drove out to Elgin, and it was on a Honda lot. And it's a Chevy, so I'm like, oh, they're gonna want to price this thing to go because it's not a Chevy lot; it's a Honda lot. They want to get that shit moving.
Right.
So I walk in, and immediately I'm greeted by an individual who I couldn't understand him.
Okay.
I'm gonna be nice about it.
Okay.
I couldn't understand him.
Right.
And he told me his name 3 times, and I still didn't know what his name was.
Okay.
Couldn't understand him.
Okay.
And then they asked for my identification. He was gone for like a half hour. I don't know doing what.
You don't know what?
No, he's like,
did you explain to them this is your first car buying?
No.
Oh yeah, you can't because you gotta have a poker face.
Right. Yeah, I gotta go
but
in there
your
like
in your soul,
because I'm gonna walk in there with all these
they're gonna
assholes.
think they're gonna take you to the cleaners.
Yeah, they're all in there with their fucking polos and khakis on, standing around like it's organized crime. And I know they just can't wait to butt fuck me together. Yeah. They're all in there to butt fuck.
Right.
They don't care, man, woman, child. They are butt fucking that day.
Oh God, we're gonna get flagged.
Yeah, no, it's a butt fucking. So I'm like, what the? I'm looking at my brother. I'm like, what the fuck does he need my license for? He's like, dude, I couldn't even. I don't. In my wildest dreams, I have no idea.
Did he run your credit like off the bat? Or
that was
something?
the other thing. I was going in there with cash.
Oh,
I was
okay.
writing a check. I was just gonna outright buy the car.
Well,
like,
that's all I
that.
could think of is that they would need to run your
So
credit.
I'm like, why? I'm like,
or make sure you're not owing
right.
child support
well, no,
or something. I don't know.
Maybe they're like, oh, we gotta check his like traffic background. Maybe if he's got like speeding tickets or something. Like if we're gonna let this guy
not sell you a car because of that.
No, not that they wouldn't sell it to me, but maybe like if we want to let him test drive it, like does this motherfucker like have a suspended license?
Maybe that's true.
Maybe I'm trying to think of anything crazy.
Right.
So he finally comes back and he's like, oh, okay, we got the car out front. I'm like, all right, great. Except he said it in a way where I still couldn't understand him.
Okay.
Barely. So we went out there and he's got his hand in the air with the remote and he's like clicking around. I'm like, I thought the car was to be like out front warming up, like right when you come out the door. We're like walking around this fucking lot. Yeah. And it's fucking 7 degrees out.
Oh shit.
And my brother's like in a hoodie, like freezing his tits off, and I'm like in my little jacket, freezing my tits off, and I'm like, all right, this is just not how I planned any of this. I'm going. This is like the most like
unglamorous.
There was nothing like heartwarming about any of it. There was nothing like no cushy love button feel to any of it. I was like,
they didn't
what?
even loop you up.
They didn't do shit. No, they really didn't.
Okay.
So we finally, he goes, yeah, 2019 Traverse, you said, right? And I'm like, yeah, that's what I said. And they knew I was coming. I had an appointment. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we finally find the car. And he's like, all right, check it out. He's like, go over all this stuff. Like, make sure you like it. I'm going to go running real quick to, like, do what I don't even know why he left us out there. But I was like, yeah, good. You go inside. I want to have some time with this thing to really
Get to know it.
Run a fine-tooth comb through it.
Right.
Second, we opened the fucking driver door. You could tell whoever had the car had like cats or dogs or something because the whole fucking front seat was ripped to shit. Like it was all pilled, like a cat just kept like scratching it.
That sucks.
I was like, okay, so there's a new fucking seat you need in this fucking thing. I'm not gonna drive it like that,
right?
Especially if I'm forking over that kind of money,
right?
Like I'm not about to put a new seat in this thing,
right?
And then through all the fucking door jambs, you could see all the metal was scratched down to the bone, like down to the steel.
Jesus,
it was awful. It was awful. So I was like, okay, yeah, I guess I could touch that up. And I'm running the numbers. I'm like, no, I'm going to just like write a check for this thing and I'm going to have to go home and like
do
stuff to it?
Right.
No. There was like some gashes in the fucking ceiling. There was fucking like a bunch of the screws were rounded out like around the fucking tail lights. You could tell like someone changed the lights and didn't have like the right screwdriver.
Oh my God.
So shit was like rounded out. The plastic was oddly faded on the bottom rear. Like the fucking aluminum wheels were all scuffed up like someone was trying to parallel park for the first time with a blindfold on. Like it was just like I'm glad I had my brother with me because he's good at picking that shit out. Mm-hmm. And I was kind of starstruck at first. I sat in it, my iPod connected to it. I was like, oh shit!
It's just Joe's iPad.
I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, this is my fucking. Well, it's just an aux cord, but still, that's a big deal for me.
Right.
They're getting rid of all that stuff. You can't get a CD player anymore.
I
can't get an aux cable. Like this shit's sideways now. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, I kind of like it. And then we're finding all the shit wrong. And then I'm like, all right, let's wait to see what this guy says. So he comes back out, and I go to start the fucking thing. And it was like,
oh no.
And I was like, nothing's happening. So I'm like, Mr. Man, sir, am I just, maybe I don't know how to start this car. I've had a 95 Buick for quite some time.
Right.
What's wrong? And he's like, oh yeah, I'll start for you. Gets in the driver's seat. Same thing.
Oh shit. Right way. Yeah.
So
right.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this car doesn't start.
Yeah. No,
so
thank
he's
you.
like, oh, I'll go and get the jumper cables. And I'm like, yeah,
well, maybe because it's cold.
Sure. I'm like, yeah, but I'm like a new car, like a 5-year-old car.
You're like, fuck that.
I'm like, how long?
I mean, I'm trying to reach to give it the benefit of the doubt.
And I genuinely was because I didn't want to like come off being like an asshole.
Right.
And I was like, yo, hey, buddy, mind me asking like how long you guys had the car? He goes, oh, 3 weeks. And I'm like, okay, so 6 weeks.
Right.
Like,
at least.
There's no way this car. And it was the week we had like the really, really, really good weather.
Right.
It was like 60 out
for
like a week and a half. I'm like, there's no way this battery died. There's either a problem with the fucking alternator or fucking
something.
There's no fucking way. So we're standing out there, and I'm looking at my brother, and he's like, do you want to get out of here? And I was like, you literally beat me to it. I'm like, let's get the fuck out of here. So I walk in because I'm like, yo, let me at least give the guy the courteous and be like, hey, sorry, we're not interested. I'm heading out. And I walk up to the counter, and it's a gentleman I would have way rather been doing business with. And he's like, yeah, how can I help you? And I'm just like, yeah, we were checking out the Traverse. It wasn't starting. We were waiting for the jumper cables, but we're going to head out. Like, there was a lot of cosmetic damage in there that I'm not really up for repairing. And, I don't want to waste anybody's time.
Right.
At that moment, the sales guy came in behind me.
Oh, shit.
He's like, oh, I got those jumper cables all ready to go. And I'm like, yeah, no, buddy. Like, for the same reason I just told your boss here, we're going to head out. So he looked, the dude's boss looked at him dead in the soul, and he goes, you sit. And he goes, gentlemen, have a nice day. And I was like, oh, man, that guy is going to get
fired.
Yeah, he's going to get ass fucked by that guy's mouth.
Oh, my God. You got him fired right before Christmas?
I didn't even care. No, it was after Christmas.
Oh, okay.
It was after.
I was going to say, Jesus, right before Christmas.
No. Fuck that. I was so fucking mad that I wasted my time going all the way out there. I was like, this car didn't even start. That car should have been ready and hot when I fucking showed up.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm like, that's what happens. Like,
well, that's just bad customer service.
Oh, it was awful.
You know,
it was
like,
also Elgin. So like, I
don't regulate an Elgin.
That's what
besides
I'm saying.
if I'm at the casino.
I was out of my element.
Yeah.
I couldn't be like, Tony Stugatz live off of Cumberland and Austin.
Yeah, right.
Like, it's different. Like when I'm in the city and I like know people and fucking
right.
Sometimes there's always someone who's like, oh yeah, I went to high school.
Where did you go to school?
Yeah, where'd you go to school? Like when you're out in the middle of Elgin, like I don't even have people to be like, hey, suburban guy, did you go to Hersey High School?
Yeah,
like,
right.
I had nothing out there. Like, to just like have like a moment with any of these people. No, it was awful. Everybody in their fucking polos and everything. Yeah,
that sounds absolutely terrible.
It was terrifying. And I'm
sorry.
glad I don't have to deal with it right now.
Well,
my car still runs. I'm just trying to get ahead of the 8 ball and like do a little something for myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I haven't had fucking rear defrosters since I bought this fucking thing 10 years ago. So like I just
rear defrosters you don't really need them, really.
I mean, you don't need shoes when you run, but it fucking helps. You know what I mean, Capes? Like,
exactly.
God bless. What else did you have going on? 2 weeks. Well, I mean, when did we actually podcast last?
Was it actually right before Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, so it's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Been some shit.
So actually, I wanted to. So wait, what did you end up doing for New Year's? Like, how was your New Year's?
We went to my parents' house.
I know. How was it?
It was good. It was low key.
Okay.
The basement was off limits just because of all the storage right now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was just kind of. I think we had about collectively 15 people go in and out. You know what I'm saying? We played some old video games and stuff. Busted out the N64. Like,
nice.
You know, just kind of threw it back to some nostalgia. Went through a shit ton of party poppers and busted out that old box of fucking
hats and
blowers
stuff.
And hats and those noisemakers and shit, you know?
Right.
From the fucking 60s.
Yeah.
That box that is literally older than I am.
Right.
But yeah. No, it was pretty run of the mill.
Did you drink?
I did. Yes.
But you weren't wasted?
No, I was at like a 7 at my maximum point.
Nice.
Yeah, there were like some kids around too, so it was like, I don't want to be like
too sloppy.
Yeah, I don't want to be Slobs Anonymous
right.
sloppy. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't need to come back with stories.
Yeah, right.
I mean? Place and time for that. Time and place.
I feel you.
What'd you end up doing?
So we stayed in.
That's right. You were boring as fuck this year.
No, I actually had a great New Year's.
Probably, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
You didn't have to deal with me.
I know.
That would have probably been good. It's probably good for all of us.
I know. No, it was actually really nice. It was exactly what I wanted to do. Like I wanted to stay in and just like chill, and that's what I did. We like made homemade pizza. We made homemade shrimp, like breaded shrimp, like fried homemade breaded shrimp, and then we had like a ton of like appetizers and stuff, like chips and dips and crap, and then we played like 2 games, and then I ended up like I didn't drink, but I was hanging out with like my brother-in-law, like old school, like like we hang out, but like we see each other, but we don't like hang out like that anymore. So like, cause we're old now, you know. Yeah. But
he just stay home too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He so we were by my mother-in-law's house. We were at next door,
gotcha.
And we stayed up. Me and him stayed up till 7 a.m.
Damn.
And we played like I beat House of Dead 2. And
on that new game he got? Yeah, he was telling me about
it. It was so fun.
Yeah.
We were playing like Duck Hunt or whatever, and like just playing video games and stuff, and he was like drinking. I wasn't, but it was like fun to hang out with him while he was drunk. And we just played video games.
Clearly there was something nostalgic in the air with the video games.
It was, I guess. Yeah. I was like, he was like, oh, I have like, I had asked him, do you have a Guitar Hero? And he was like, no. He's like, I do, but like it's like you gotta set it all up. Yeah, he has it, but he's like, I don't really have it set up. And I was like, oh, do you have like N64? Like, do you want to play like Mario Kart? And like, cause we had other people there, and then they left. And it was just like us hanging out. And then I was like, I want to like play a game. Like I would have been down to play Scrabble. I didn't give a shit, you know.
Yeah.
And he's like, I was like, oh, like you have that shooting game, right? Like, can we play that? And he's like, yeah. I was like, what do you have on it? So then I saw House of the Dead 2, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, evidently
This
it's got
is
a lot of
amazing.
good games on that thing. And it
Yeah.
comes with the guns and stuff.
Oh,
Like,
I was so excited. And like I realized though, like my brain and my like body doesn't like function well. Cause like,
oh, I could have told you that.
well, yeah, I know. But like so like when you're shooting in the game, like in the arcade, you know, you shoot away from the screen and you reload.
Yeah.
But this is like a pedal.
Oh, okay.
So like you have to press the
And
pedal.
then you lit up on the pedal, reload.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I was going so
Wait,
hard.
was there Time Crisis on there too? Did they have Time Crisis?
No.
They
I don't
had
think
to.
so.
He said there's like 1,000 games on that thing.
I don't know. I literally saw the guns, and I was
Okay.
like, "Do you have like that zombie game where you shoot?" And he was like, "Are you talking about House of Dead?" And I was like, and then he showed me, and I was like, "Yes, this is
Dude.
exactly the one."
Nice.
And so I beat the whole game and on New Year's.
Wow.
And it was really fun. He was like coaching me. He's like, "No, now this one you have to shoot at its chest when it opens
my
its
God.
chest up." And I'm like,
You just
"Okay."
knew all the secrets. and
Yeah,
everything?
so I was like, this is great. It was like so I just had like a really good time. Like I wasn't mad about it.
Yeah.
But it was fun though. Like
well, wait, back up. You were a Guitar Hero guy?
I was a girl.
Well, Guitar Hero girl? Yeah.
I did play Guitar Hero.
Dude, okay, so recently I busted mine out.
Uh-huh.
And over the break here, a couple days ago, I realized one of them doesn't work anymore. So I started doing some research, and they say that there's a capacitor inside of them that goes bad, and all you have to do is solder it out, like pull it out, and throw a new capacitor in there. So I was like, all right, like worst case scenario, this guitar doesn't work currently. What's the worst thing that could happen? I
Right.
just fuck it up more, and it still doesn't
Exactly.
work,
No,
or
you have
whatever.
nothing to really lose.
So I looked up the videos on how to do it, and all I had to do was go buy. I found a fucking $3 soldering iron at Menards that I had a gift card from Christmas. So I'm like, all right, sweet. I'm gonna just repair this thing for nothing.
Right.
I ordered some capacitors online, and I fucking unsoldered this thing and soldered a new one in, and it fired right up.
That's amazing.
I couldn't believe I had the thing in pieces,
So
just
you fixed
completely
it.
apart. And I have 2 working Guitar Hero guitars now.
Which colors do you have?
I got the black Les Paul, and then I got the sun faded Fender one.
See? That's so exciting.
dope
Now I
as
have
fuck.
to come play
I mean, we're
Guitar
playing
Hero.
after this. I don't care where you have to be or what bed you have to be
one
in.
round.
We're gonna do one round of Guitar Hero because
I don't know.
I couldn't. I amazed myself that day.
You were like, I did this.
Yeah, my brother was down here when I did it, and I was like, "Moment of truth, man!" And I hit the play, like the on button,
And you just did it?
and immediately the lights on it lit up, and it connected, and I'm like, "Holy fuck, I'm a genius!" I couldn't fucking
It was
believe
like
it.
when they
I just-
discovered light for the
It was.
first time.
I had such low standards coming off of like a 2-week fucking like holiday. I was like, no, this ain't gonna fucking work. It's a fucking stupid thing. Fucking piece of shit. Like,
Yeah, right.
and I was like, oh my god, I'm a
It's
goddamn
amazing.
genius.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
Funny you brought up Guitar Hero. That's yeah.
Yeah, no, it was so I don't know like what it is, but like I wasn't like a gamer or anything.
No, same.
But I like played video games.
That was like
here and
where
there.
it ended for me. Once Guitar Hero came out, I was like, damn, like this is fucking sweet. And then I never wanted to look at it like a conventional video game ever again.
Yeah.
I was like, this is to me the height of video gaming. Everybody else in the
Did
gaming
you play
world,
Rock Band then?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I didn't really play Rock Band.
I don't have. I played at my cousin's house. He had a lot of them. I have almost all of the Guitar Heroes here. There's a stack of Guitar Hero games. I have almost all of them.
Jesus.
So like,
I used to know them.
yeah.
Like, I used
Like
to play like
blindfolded.
by myself.
Yeah.
I haven't played them since whatever year they
Uh-huh.
came out,
Yeah.
but like yeah, I used to play it.
It's so good. They're so. I forgot how good they are. And I synced up my sound bar now with an optical cable, so the sound is accurate. Like if you just connect an HDMI from the console to your TV, the sound will lag hardcore, and it never fucking syncs
Lines
up.
up.
Even if you calibrate it to the screen, the calibration is still off for some reason.
Okay.
The only way to get it, for anyone who's listening and cares and is using 15-year-old fucking video
Equipment.
game stuff, if you use an output of an optical cable for the sound for a PlayStation 3,
You can
you
get
will
it
get premium fucking sound and synchronization for your Guitar Hero.
That's crazy.
There, I said it. Yeah.
You said it.
It was
you
incredible.
set the
though.
record
It was absolutely
straight.
incredible.
Well, now we have to go play some Guitar Hero.
Yeah. On the real front of guitar work, though, we also had a gig at Des Plaines Theater.
Yes, I know.
It was
I
pretty
missed
dope.
it.
Yeah. So
How was it?
it was interesting. I can confidently say it was the hardest show I've ever played.
Why?
Because within the Des Plaines Theater, there's like a speakeasy room.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I've been there.
Yeah. Who'd you see there?
I saw Randy Travis there.
Okay, yeah. So the speakeasy room, it's kind of like a swanky little bar, red curtains, gold furniture. It was very cool. And you like a secret password to get in, like it's like the behind a bookcase and shit. Like, so I walked in, and I'm like, this is like low ceilings and shit. Like not that it was like small,
right.
but I was like, we're gonna fucking blow the doors off this place.
Right.
So like a couple bands went before us, and they were kind of turning it up. So I wasn't crazy like unconfident with myself, but I was like, I'm gonna have to pull back really hard on this, and I did. Like I wasn't at a 10 like I normally am, because if I was, I would have been the only thing you heard. When it comes to drums, there's not a volume knob.
Right.
You have to be your volume knob.
Okay.
And I'm not good at that. I'm good at like feeling the music and just like pouring my soul into the situation. And I couldn't do that in this show. I had to genuinely pull back and restrain from like just beating the piss out of this communal set. Number one, because I was like, if I break anything, I'm gonna feel terrible.
Right.
And I just know I'm gonna be too loud.
Do you not like to play if it's not on your drums?
I don't mind it. I obviously prefer my own because
right.
they're of better quality. This was kind of just like a generic pack. Like after working at Guitar Center, I'm like, oh, I know exactly what this is and how much it was that you didn't want to spend. Yeah,
right.
I know exactly what kit this is.
Right.
It came with all the cymbals and the stands and the stool and everything. Like,
right.
Yeah, I know what's going on.
And free sticks.
And one free pair of sticks. Can't forget.
Right.
So yeah, we did that. The crowd was super responsive. I was actually floored about how responsive they were, because I felt like I was cheating them the whole time while I was up there, because I couldn't give them 100% of my soul at that point. Yeah. I know it sounds weird.
No, it doesn't.
But it's like, I'm like, oh, there's just so much more to this. And
right.
You really don't.
You're like, please just keep sticking
actually,
around.
Yeah, because even my brothers, like, they were like, not that they were restrained, but they were like having a little more fun with it. Right. My brother Mike was singing, and then he was like doing stand up in between songs. Like, he was like cutting jokes, and I was like, oh, this is kind of like the place to do that. Like,
right, like
he's
fuck
like,
around.
He's talking to people like one on one, and like, hey, yeah, you back there. Like, you could see the people. It's not like being up on a big stage where you're just blinded by the light. Like, it's a really intimate scene. The dude was like sitting in my lap, who was front row in this table. I was like, this is awkward. Like, this dude's right up on my ass, and like, am I playing too loud for this guy?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? It was different for sure. The crowd was super responsive. We got a lot of good feedback. The sound guy, we found out, did an album with the Beach Boys.
Oh, nice.
Like, he was like, yeah, I worked at the Beach Boys. I did like all this work in Hollywood and all this. Like, and he's like, yeah, I really like your sound. Like, we should work together. We should do this. So it's like, we rubbed elbows with some people. We already know the owner to the theater. Like, hopefully to get a bigger gig there. Same guy who owns St. Arcata in St. Charles. We opened for Everclear. So like we're like kind of in the scene now. Like, it's kind of cool. Like, meeting people who've actually worked with real artists, and it's just like, it was like a different scope on the situation.
That's exciting though, because like, it's like you probably felt more like it's your show.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Instead of like opening for somebody or like whatever. Like, if you can do those kind of like interactions with people, it's different. A little more
personable. Like, it was, and we were with 3 other homegrown bands. Like, it was like an all original night. And then we like closed up with Merry Christmas Baby, like just to kind of for the holiday. Like, it was a nice little send off, like right before Christmas. But,
right.
Yeah. It was cool. And then just talking to the other bands, like local bands, I feel like no one does it anymore. You grow old, you grow out of it. You know what I mean? Like,
were they older?
No, they were a couple were younger, a couple were older, a couple were same age. It was like a nice span of just like different
camaraderie between
it was
people
cool.
with like interests. That's
Absolutely.
good.
Yeah. So it was interesting. It was difficult on my behalf, but the bottom line was everybody had fun and the audience was in love with it. And at the end of the day, for me, that's all that kind of matters.
Right.
It was a weird juxtaposition between being like, I only gave you like 60% of what I can show you,
right,
and they thought it was a 10.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I want to show you the 10.
Right.
I want you to see my brother skipping across the stage, like,
yeah, right.
doing the Angus Young, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
But you only have this like table size stage you're on. You can only do so much, but As long as they liked it, I was cool with it. At first, I was like, what is this? What's going on?
This is a joke.
This is a joke, yeah. Like in
Right.
the Blues Brothers where they show up to that bar with the fucking chicken wire over the front of it. Like, I was like, what the fuck is going on in here? Yeah. Obviously, stayed busy over fucking break.
No, it's good. I mean, that's exciting, though. Like, I think that's how you really connect with your audience.
Yeah.
Is by doing those smaller things where you can actually, like, interact.
Yeah, and it was a packed house. Like you couldn't fit another. It wasn't like assigned seating. You walk in and there's like couches and shit.
Right.
I was like, yo, are we doing like a cocktail hour, like a coffee bar? Like what?
Yeah,
I felt like I was going into play for a
hot
Starbucks.
chocolate after this?
Right. Yeah, exactly. We gonna bust out the Yule log? Like what?
Yeah, right.
Start doing carols?
Who is their little cabin? Like,
Right. I didn't know what to expect.
Right.
But I was like, by the time we got up there, we were the third band in. There were people standing all the way in the back because there were no more seats.
That's
so
good.
It was nice to be a part of a packed room and people were enjoying it. Like it's different if we got up there and they're like, "Nah, boo, this is way too loud." Like, they were getting into it. It was fucking cool.
Did you have a lot of your regular people that go there?
We had I think we had like 10 random fans show up.
Okay.
Like people we knew, but it was on a Tuesday. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
It was hard. I mean, it's the people who were on break and had the time to come, they came, and we're definitely thankful for that. But you know, it's hard getting people out, even on a fucking weekend. That's when people make their plans. They're like, oh shit, it's a Saturday. Yeah, I'm going out. That I already have plans.
Well, the thing with your guys' band is like sometimes it's hard because like sometimes you know way in advance and sometimes you don't.
No, I don't. Yeah,
like
the
Everclear was like
a week. Yeah,
literally like the next day you were like, oh yeah, I'm playing with Everclear. I was like,
shit
what?
Was crazy. Yeah.
I'm like, you are?
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? I'm like, I have plans. Like you told me this today.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to do wine and painting.
Right. It's ingrained in her mind. She was like, she remembers exactly where she was.
I do.
Where she couldn't go see Everclear.
I was like, fuck, I'm painting and drinking wine. I
and
mean,
that was cool.
I'm not mad about it, but I mean, you know, it's Everclear.
Yeah,
like,
that was.
I do like
that. Was
them.
nuts. That was absolutely to play for an oversold theater. That was crazy. Like their capacity was like 900, and they ended up clocking like 1,100 people or something.
That's crazy.
And they just like made standing room in the balcony for people who
like,
wanted to come.
Go.
It was like lawn seats at Tinley. They're like $10 gets you in. Like we don't care. Like we're over capacity, but we're gonna keep making the money. You know what I mean? Like it was super fucking cool.
That's crazy. But yeah.
Did you play any shows? What else did you got going on?
No, I mean I had a gathering with my family. I had like a Dolly thing, a
Dolly thing,
a Holly Dolly Christmas gathering.
Do tell.
I mean, I just had like my cousins and then like a few of my friends, and then we like played LCR. It was like a gathering. I don't know. I guess it was a party, but it was more chill.
Oh, the Friday party?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that's what you called it.
Yeah, Holly Dolly, because it was Dolly Parton themed.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it really wasn't.
Oh, okay.
It really wasn't, but it was.
Did you dress up?
No, I had like Dolly Parton Christmas decorations.
Oh.
Like my theme was like.
Have a Holly Dolly. I'm just getting it now. Kids.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
sorry.
Get
I'm really
with it.
Fucking, I was like, Holly Dolly, that's dumb. And now I'm singing it. And I'm like, now I understand. I'm smart.
Yeah, that's all right. We know. But yeah,
so it was a good time?
You know what? It was like really different because I drank. I didn't get drunk. I don't know why actually. Now I feel like I can't get drunk because I've gone for so long without drinking.
Just come over one night and we'll make sure.
I'm not like actively trying to get drunk, but I was like, yeah, I'll have some wine, and I did. And it wasn't like whatever. It was fine. It was a good time. It was like it was chill. Like I kind of realized like how different like life just is.
Yeah.
It was another reminder of like life, because I used to throw a Christmas party and it was like wild, where we had like people like literally like fist fighting.
I've only been to, I don't know why I only remember going once.
I don't know. You were there.
I know.
But they used to be pretty crazy, and then I stopped having one because there was like fist fights, and then I didn't have one for a while, and then I used to do like cousins giving with my cousins, so I ended up not doing that this year. We did this instead, but then I don't know, it's just weird. Like it was actually really like it was nice. It wasn't like a crazy party or anything, but I mean, but everyone was like getting along. Everyone was talking. Everyone was hanging out. But like, it was just different. Like, I just realized, like, I'm like, man, like all like 90% of my friends have like kids.
Yeah.
Or like,
I'm about to make a full circle ending here. This is fucking.
Yeah, I know. Like everyone's like married or like whatever, and I mean, it's just different. Like,
I got exciting stuff going on.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but it is, but it's like not, and it's always funny to see like the person you least expect to like come out and like they just like are like having the best time. So I guess it's like different seeing your friends who like have kids that are like, especially moms.
Yeah.
That like they come out and they're actually like letting their hair down. You're like,
oh,
I'm so glad that you're doing that.
Absolutely.
Like,
I love that. I love seeing that version of my friends.
Yeah.
Because it's like still there where you're like, we're all like 16 again.
Right,
this is great.
right.
Like you still know how to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people that don't also, but
Right.
like I tend to hang on to the ones who still have that little bit of spark in them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that's just me.
I feel ya. But it was good. I mean, I had a good time. That took up a lot of time though, like trying to get my house ready.
Yeah.
I actually put Christmas lights up on my bushes this year for the first time in like 3 years, and then they didn't work.
What?
We
you didn't test that shit before you put them on?
did. So we did test it, and then it was working, and then we had it the way that the lights were. They were connected to a bunch of extension cords from the garage all the way to the front of the house.
Jesus.
And then my brother-in-law like knocked into it, and then it knocked the lights out, and I think it knocked out a fuse.
Yeah, it's possible.
And then we couldn't figure out where it wasn't working. So we just have lights on our bushes that we never got to turn on. We turned them on for like 5 minutes.
That's amazing.
And it was terrible. I was so mad because I finally convinced my husband to like go out with me and like put these lights up.
Right.
And then we were out there for like, I woke him up like one afternoon. It was like really nice out. It was like 2:00 in the afternoon. I'm like, hey, we should really just go outside and put up our lights. And he's like, okay, fine, you know?
Yeah.
So I mosey out there, and then that happens, and he's like, babe, we just can't catch a break. I'm like, I know. So that was pretty shitty.
Did you end up getting your new tree this year?
Yeah.
Yeah. We were talking about it last where you guys opened that fucking packed up tree.
Yeah, it was already used.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we got the new tree, and then I cried when I put the ornaments on.
Okay.
And then I realized that the Christmas magic was gone.
Right. Where are you,
Yeah, right.
That song hits harder every year.
I know.
Every year
It's
goes by.
true.
I'm like, Cindy Lou.
I actually
understand.
have been meaning to tell you this.
Uh-oh.
I've actually thought about this. So I realized there's
gentle.
also another reason why I give a half hug.
Yeah?
And it's because if I'm wearing makeup, I don't want to get it on the person's shirt.
Oh, yeah. I mean, any of the events with any of you and your friends, I leave with a tan shirt.
I'm sure you do.
Between all yous,
I'm sure you do.
I don't.
Well, it's not me because I don't hug you.
That's true. That's true. But I can tell you right now, yeah, that's and it's just like it's. Yeah, and I'm always in black.
So yeah, exactly.
So it will ruin.
So instead of me like full on like hugging, and
you just give the half cock deal.
If I give,
and I notice you do turn away too.
Exactly.
Like
you're not kissing me.
The opposite of the opposite. Right. The opposite of the.
I'm like
the
as far away as possible, and that's why
it all makes sense now.
I was like thinking about it, and I was like, I actually your dad hugged me on Christmas, and I did that, but I wasn't wearing makeup, and I was like, wait, I'm not wearing makeup. Right? It doesn't matter if I get my face on a shirt,
right,
you know.
Right.
And then he was like, what's wrong? You don't want to hug Uncle Gary? And I was like, no, I do. I just don't. And I was like, wait, I don't have makeup on, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. And then it clicked, and I was like, oh. And then I was going to tell you on Christmas, but then I didn't. I forgot.
Right. Yeah, okay. Right, yeah. You weren't mad at everybody.
No.
Hiding upstairs or nothing.
I wasn't, though.
That's fine.
I literally was eating.
All right.
Oh,
well,
God.
That's fine. Well,
but
it's
yeah.
been a good show.
No, that was one thing I wanted to tell you that I realized that over my break. I don't really know what else I did.
You only half hug people because there's shit on your face all the time.
Yeah.
Got it.
And because I really don't like people.
Well, that's
true. It's
a
combo.
Right. I take it very personally.
I gave you a real hug, though, on
Christmas. You did.
I did.
You did.
I even said it. I said, here, I'll even give you a real hug.
Right. And then I'm going to go upstairs the rest of the night.
Well, there was one other thing I wanted to tell you.
What is that?
That I think
You're in the right place.
I might be insightful for you.
Insightful?
So, do you struggle with keeping a routine?
Me?
Yes.
Absolutely not.
You don't?
I'm very regimented.
Okay. So,
In
then
fact,
never mind.
Yeah, no.
Then it doesn't work for you.
I'm curious. All right, let's just role play. No, I am terrible at that. I struggle.
No, so I realized that
I struggle with routine.
I'm a perfectionist.
Same.
And that I realized and I don't mean this meanly, and I don't mean this like
She's gonna be mean,
cocky either.
Everybody.
I really don't mean this cocky either. But I realize like a lot of people around me, they do everything like mediocre, but they do everything. They do everything, but they do it like mediocre. Like even my people I know, like they like decorate for Christmas, but they don't do like the amount of decorating that I do.
Right.
Or like they bake one cookie. They don't make 25 batches of 64 different types of cookies.
You pulled up to my Clark Griswold style house today, right?
I know,
yeah.
but I'm saying, and then or I'm like, oh, they don't like cook dinner. They just like order out,
right.
So it's
There's
like
no pride in anything.
But that's what everything is like. People are able to do more things than me because they're mediocre across the board.
Right.
Like everything they do is mediocre. But me, I like exceptionally want to do all these things.
Everything.
Right. Like I don't know how to be mediocre at something.
Down to like the napkin rings on your table.
Exactly.
Right, I get it.
So that's why I can't like keep good routines at times.
Oh, you can't keep a good routine?
At times, yeah.
Really?
Because
I'd fall off every once in a while where I'm like, oh shit, I should probably do that laundry.
well, yeah.
Like shit happens, you know what I mean? Like you can't be perfect all the time, but yeah.
But I feel like that in life, though, especially around the holidays. Like, that's why I'm like, because I look at people and I'm like, how the fuck do they manage to have time to do all this?
I did pull back this year on the inside.
Right.
The internals of the house were not where they've always been.
Right.
So, unfortunately, I poured it into the outside, did it for a whole day, was out there busting my ass.
I mean, the outside looked great, and it didn't even have lights on.
Right.
When I pulled up.
Yeah. And I even cheaped it. I didn't do around the windows. Like, I didn't do the bushes. Even some of the simple stuff, I was like, I'm done. I'm done.
Right.
It's too cold out. Like, I did it the weekend of Thanksgiving when it was super fucking cold. And then the weekend after, it was like 70 degrees. I was like, I fucked up.
That was when I did my lights, when it was really, really hot out.
It would have been so easy to do.
I was in like a straight up hoodie.
No, I was out there with a jacket on, hoodie, hat, gloves, up on a ladder like a fucking moron. Like
Clark Griswold style.
I was like, this is the weekend, I gotta do it, or else you're never gonna enjoy it. You gotta do it. Like, and it was still like whatever.
Do you feel like though, like you don't do more things because you feel like you have to perfect one thing?
Yeah.
And that's why like the
because
other
I
stuff
can't
falls
move on.
to the wayside.
Yeah, I was like, if I'm gonna do anything, it has to be a 12.
Right,
There's
exactly. Do you think that we're wrong for being like that?
I want to say no.
Right, but I feel like we are.
I feel like I'm sick. I feel like there's a problem.
I know.
But my whole life I've been like that.
Same.
Like, I'm not about to. And if there's anything I feel that I can't do at a 10, I'm either going to practice it till I'm at a 10 or I'm just not going to do that anymore.
Exactly.
And that's how I find the things I like or I enjoy or I only do the stuff I'm really good at.
If I'm not the best, I don't want to do it.
Done, yeah.
And I just won't.
Hands down. When it comes to making food, when it comes to a party, anything like that, like there's a great fucking example. The fucking gig I was just telling you about. I felt like
that's what made me think of this.
Incapacitated because I was like, I'm not doing this as best as I can.
Right. That's what made me literally think of this.
Even everybody in the band was like, dude, I can't believe you were able to like hold back like that. Like we all sounded so good. Like we had a little powwow after the four of us and it was like, oh dude, you pulled back so good. Like we sounded so good together and like for a small space. And like, I was like, all right, I'll take everybody's word. But like, I did not feel any of that.
Right. You don't feel any satisfaction.
Right.
But then do you feel like people literally just live their life feeling completely unsatisfied? Like I want to know.
No, they just don't know.
Or they just are clueless. They just live
they're clueless.
ignorant.
Ignorance is bliss. Yeah,
Dude,
I was literally having this conversation a day ago with my brother.
That's crazy.
Because I was like, why do I get pissed at people for not wanting to be amazing?
Right.
And I'm not over here blowing myself, but I'm like, when I do something, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it to the fullest extent of my capability.
Exactly.
And like something even just down to the way I drive, or like when I'm out on the road and no one's using a signal, or someone's cutting me off, or someone's speeding, or like, I just like, it gets under my skin because I'm like, I'm following the rules. I'm doing it to a 10. And these motherfuckers are just like making up their own shit. It's like, I could take the weirdest thing, like someone talking through a movie, someone fucking, I'm just like, why aren't you watching this movie to your fullest capacity? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I could boil
Why
anything
are you not
down.
understanding the assignment?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Understanding the assignment is a crucial part to the people I allow into my life. Let me tell you.
But that's the thing. I feel like this year, not that we're talking about goals for this year, but I feel like this year,
I don't believe in that.
I need to start learning to become okay with prioritizing my mediocrity.
Yep.
Like, okay, like
at least allowing it.
Right.
Or at least allowing society to be mediocre because I don't.
Accepting their mediocrity.
I literally have to be like, yo, society's mediocre.
Yeah.
And I have to be okay with it.
Right. Because I get mad. I get mad.
I'm
like
get very negative. Yeah.
Like you don't take pride, but it's like I think they do. I think to their extent, but I'm trying to find somebody who like legit they're like, yeah, I'm okay with doing 19 different things, but just being like okay at them. And I'm like, no, if I'm not the best, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Like, sorry. Like,
yeah, I mean,
next.
Yeah, I don't have any room for mediocrity in my life. I just don't.
Yeah. Do you feel like you'd get more stuff accomplished though?
If
you were able to do things mediocre?
I don't feel like there's anything I need to accomplish.
Okay.
I'm at a point in my life where I'm looking for something to accomplish.
Right, okay.
I'm looking for another thing to be a 10 at.
Yeah.
I'm kind of bored. Like,
okay.
And like that's why I've been doing I did that archery class and fucking like I'm just like picking up random shit to go do, you know what I mean? Like if I can get on a cruise or fucking I saw something on the news the other day about a glass blowing class. I was like, that sounds fucking
dude,
cool.
If you do that, let me know because I want to do that.
See? Like,
I'm serious.
Like try shit.
Like where they like have the hot
that
metal
stick in the furnace.
Yeah, dude. If you do that, let me know for real.
We'll do a whole episode on glass.
Blow glass up your ass.
Yes, right, exactly. That'll be the name of the business.
Right.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on all that. I really am.
Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not alone.
No, you're not.
But we do have a slob story.
Do we?
Before we go.
All right. What
yes.
do we got?
Would you like to read it?
I wasn't telling all my stuff.
Oh, go ahead.
Fine.
Go ahead.
That's fine.
No, go ahead.
There's two things to blow through real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Did you see any new movies over break?
New movies.
New movies.
No.
Movies.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. Went and saw Moana 2.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Did you cry?
Wasn't a fan.
Oh, see, I never saw it. I can't even speak on it because I didn't see it.
Yeah. It was,
I heard it was good though.
And everybody liked it. And I guess it's like it was part of that mediocrity thing where I was like, I would have done it like this.
Right.
And it would have been a 10.
You were like
and not a 9.5.
In the theaters.
Yeah. I'm like, where are we going with this story? The songs weren't as good as the first one. You know what I mean?
So you were a little
I get
sad.
I get real newsy about the fucking
Disney.
Well, not Disney, but the songs in the first Moana.
Yeah.
I am absolutely enthralled with. I mean, they're great.
You're welcome.
I'm not gonna say except yeah. Fuck yeah. And then we had people in from Kansas this past weekend.
I'm jealous.
That was it. That was all I had.
My Kansas friends didn't even tell me they were
here.
They
didn't tell me they were here either. I found out the hard way. So if you're listening, Kansas friends, you fuckholes.
Kansas friends, we would like to hang out with you.
We'd like a fucking invitation. They did invite us to their home in Kansas.
Oh, they did?
If we want a road trip again out there and talk about it again and do that again.
I mean, I actually wouldn't mind that.
I agree. I need something.
I need something to look forward to.
I just found out my job gives discounts on cruises today, so like
Oh, that's exciting.
Currently looking into that. And vacations and hotels and attractions and
nice.
We have this whole page laid out. I've been working there for 4 years and I didn't know about this.
Dude, I forgot to tell you I was supposed to go to Vegas and I didn't end up going because your aunt broke her shoulder.
Why didn't you start with that?
I forgot. But I did go to the casino, like in the mix of it. Yeah. But yeah, I was devastated.
So now not only are you not going on a cruise, but you're
I
not
didn't say I'm not going on a cruise. You said I'm not going on
next year you're doing that, I thought.
Oh yeah, well
Right,
we
I'm
are.
saying
We're
this
going on a
year,
family cruise
Not only
next
are
year.
you not this year going on a cruise,
Yeah.
but now you're not going to Vegas
Well,
in
I don't
place
know.
of that
We
cruise.
might be going to Vegas. We might change it to like February, but
Is
we'll
that an
see.
invitation?
I didn't say that either.
All right, Slob story. On that note. Excuse me, I'm going to go in the other room and hang myself.
Am I brutal?
You are. You're just too much. Too much. Nothing is bad enough.
That's such a good movie. I was watching clips of it the other day.
I have told my roommate here that when Spice Girls fucking come, if they ever do a tour again, I'm going.
Yeah, I would.
I don't give a shit.
Jerry's like retired though.
She's the one too.
Oh no,
man.
she's not actually.
She's
the only one retired now is Victoria Beckham, I think. But did you see Jerry now? She looks crazy.
Crazy? You look like crazy good?
Well, you would probably like be obsessed.
love her. She's my favorite.
Because she's so plain Jane now, and that was why I liked her, because she wasn't plain Jane.
She was smoking hot. She's still smoking hot.
She was like a redheaded, like, she
was
was
having
gold.
this-
Like, I wanted to be her.
Yeah, she was
so
She was
cool.
smoking hot. And no one was like, no, it's Baby Spice, meh.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, fuck that. I'm like, she's textbook hot, but fucking Ginger's a damn.
Ginger was like sex appeal.
Yeah. They didn't call her Sexy Spice for no reason. Come on now.
They didn't call her Sexy Spice.
They changed it from Ginger Spice to Sexy Spice.
When?
In the middle of her career.
I don't remember that.
I can right hand to God.
I
can
believe
promise
you.
that.
I just didn't know that.
I was a fangirl, dude.
I clearly.
Are there such things as fanboys? Fan man?
I'm the fan man.
I'm the fan man. All right, Slob story, everybody. This is the part y'all waited for. This is the part you waited an hour, 42 minutes, and 27
Holy
seconds
shit.
for.
And I didn't even pee this time.
No, she didn't. She did it before. We were all very proud. I didn't even shit my pants this time.
Wow.
All right, here we go. They didn't say if they want it fucking...
I would keep it anonymous.
All right, we're fucking leaving
Keep it anonymous.
Keep it slobonymous. All right, I start with... I love the way it starts. First of all, fuck Taylor Swift. I love it already.
Oh, that was old.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it says first off, fuck... No, that's how it starts.
That was from October or September.
What does this say?
Oh, it was edited.
Yeah, edited. First
He
off,
edited it.
fuck Taylor Swift. So this guy this guy or girl gets a thumbs up from me. Here's a story for you. The kids and I were at a brewery for some food and beers with friends towards the end of that. Some visibly douchey guys sat near us and made clear comments about kids at a brewery throughout the rest of our stay.
Ooh.
I was about to make a comment about kids at a brewery. I was like, oh, kids at a brewery. I'm glad I shut the fuck up. Douchebag in the making. For some reason, it bothered me. As we left, I couldn't get around the chair with the stroller and had to accost the guy to move after asking him nicely. Now, in the parking lot, we changed some nuclear shit diapers. It makes sense. Hiroshima level dumpers. Typically, we'd bring it with us in the car and toss it home. But this was so toxic, so I was going to just toss it on the roof of the building since in an industrial area.
Oh, God.
Then I noticed those douches smoking outside and still talking about the kids. So we load up the car.
Dude, it was that serious?
Yeah, I guess.
Jesus.
So I still talking shit about the kids. So we loaded up the car. I pitched a fastball towards those fuckers, and we ducked out. Merry Kwanzaa with a middle finger.
That's amazing.
Yo, that is some straight up high school shit.
That's so good.
When I get like the zoomies at night, for some reason,
Yeah.
I'm like, all I want to do is get in a car right now with a Louisville bat and start smashing mailboxes. I can't figure out why.
Oh, God.
I love it.
That's how I feel when I see Bush Light. You know?
You want to open a box of Franzia and a Bush Light.
I swear. I get those nights, man.
It's the best.
It just happens. It's just in your soul. It's the good white trash in me, I guess.
I feel it. Thank you so much for joining us on today's episode. That's about all the time we have today. Welcome to 2025. This is going to be the new script here on Slobs Anonymous. So
yeah, it's interesting.
you're going to hear about us and get in on the conversation. As you heard from our listening slob this morning, this morning. Holy shit! It might be the morning, it might be the night. I don't know where you're at.
Yeah, right.
But as you heard the story, that could be you. Send in your story. Send in your comments. Let us know what's going on.
Guy.
Let us know about what happened over the holidays. I know there's some crazy shit that happened. I want to know who fucking took the turkey and threw it across the table at your racist uncle. I want to know about all that.
Oh God, that was very specific.
You know there's going to be something going on like that. But for now, we're if you're not following us on Instagram currently, you got to go check that out. We've got our new schedule for the year. We're going to be coming on every other week. It's every other week. So
it's every other week.
I
like it.
It's 2 Slobs Anonymous.
Yeah, right.
So make sure to join us again on January 24th. We'll be right back here giving you updates on what's going on in our lives, all the hot things going on, and slob stories galore.
All the good stuff.
Absolutely. If you don't have an Instagram, it's 2025 now. It's time
to
get
one.
Yeah, absolutely. But if you don't, you could always send us an email at the Gmail address 2slobsanonymous@gmail.com.
That's the number 2 at slobsanonymous.com. Wait, at Gmail.com.
Holy shit.
That's the number 2 slobsanonymous@gmail.com.
@gmail.com. My God. So yeah, until then, if you're not having fun,
you got to make your own.
That's right. You got to make your own. See you next time on January 24th with a brand new episode of
Slobs Anonymous with Joey C. and KB.
It's 2 weeks from now?
Yeah.
Right. See you then, pal.
So excited. I want to see you for 2 whole weeks.
Fuck off. What's the matter?
Don't you feel like there should be a radio on or something?
We are the radio.
I know. I'm it's so quiet. We need to put the radio on.
Yeah.